Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday. It is a wonderful, beautiful Friday, about 81 degrees here in the state of Iowa. And myself and DJ Bahamut are now on the line. Good evening, Bahamut.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm not too bad. A little tired, but, you know.
It's been a week. It's been a week, as they say.
It certainly has.
Why is there's my camera. Hi, camera.
Hi, camera.
All of a sudden, it was like, no, camera doesn't want to capture that. Screw you.
We're not about that life.
Goodness. So it's great to talk to you, Bahamut. You've had a week. You've had some busyness going on.
I have. It's been a little tiring, but, you know, it's handleable, I guess.
One thing you mentioned the last time we spoke was, and this is a little prep time to just catch up, by the way, folks. This is kind of like the first segment of the show. This is just our chance to talk. You had some car issues.
I did. And I'm sure there's more to be had in the immediate.
Oh, no.
There's always something wrong with that damn thing. But
it's getting better, though, right? I mean, things are getting better.
For the car? No. That's not how that works. Cars will always continuously get worse.
That's true. That's true.
But we are, excuse me, budgeting.
You're choking and dying.
I am. After that, though, we are budgeting for a new car.
Ooh, what you looking for?
Well, this is my girlfriend's doing, so we're going to get her. Oh, what the fuck is this? I think it's called a Spark. It's called a Spark. Maybe. I don't know. It's her car. I don't care. It's a new car. And it's not mine. So whatever. I have booze.
I'm still wondering what the fuck a Spark is.
I don't even know if that's actually what it's called. Hey.
Okie dokie. Well then. You're probably wondering, folks, what's going on here? This is episode number 12 of the On the Line podcast / broadcast / videocast.
Got a dozen.
We are not just in the audio channels. We're in the video channels, too.
Multiple channels.
Video killed the radio star, as they say, and as such, we will be murdering multiple individuals later on this evening.
Really now?
For barbecue purposes on Sunday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep, we got to have ribs somewhere.
Very true.
So, because we kind of forgot to prepare for this episode. Oops. I blew out my vocal cords earlier this week, which completely distracted me from everything else that's going on. And I completely forgot if we actually prepared anything.
Yeah, I did too.
I know it was my turn to prepare a recipe.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
I can come up with something right now.
Well, that's actually, I want to stick with the theme that we came up with. The theme we came up with at the very last minute was the joys of fast food.
And if you guys aren't interested in the subject, it's actually Dan's idea. So let's go ahead and give him all the credit. I'm going to sit back and enjoy laughing at him with you as a community, you know.
Here's the thing. Bahamut actually had a really interesting idea for a broadcast. And I just was like, I don't feel comfortable talking about that without doing my research.
It was very, very interesting and a little sexual, and he's not prepared.
I had to watch, I felt that in order to do that kind of show properly, I would need to watch porn first.
That's just kind of how he prepares for those sort of things, yeah. I could see that.
And I did not have porn time today. I have not, which is depressing.
It is.
It is.
Very sad for you.
So instead, we're going with the angle of, you know what? We want to take an episode and talk about fast food. Now, what is fast food? What it actually means? We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We already did a baking episode.
I feel like there's something else part of this sentence, and we were waiting for the drop, Dan.
I got distracted by Rob.
He does that sometimes. He's a very enchanting individual, is he not?
He's also doing a broadcast tomorrow, actually. As a side note, Rob never does a broadcast outside of Mondays through Thursdays. He's actually doing a show tomorrow.
Get some bonus Rob.
Some bonus Rob. I might try to join him for that. We might try to hop in on that.
That sounds like fun.
We'll see. What I was going to say, though, is while we are going to be talking about that day, we're also taking your questions, any comments you might have, whether you want to just shout it out in chat. You want to tweet it at us. I'm watching the Rob and Dan Show Twitter. You're obviously watching your Twitter, DJ Bahamut.
Yep, I'm always watching my Twitter no matter what we're doing, to be honest.
At DJ Bahamut.
At DJ Bahamut.
At DJ Bahamut.
Everything down with
it's not at El Bahamut. I've tried to tweet at El Bahamut before, and I just get really angry responses.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't own that one.
No, don't do that, kids.
Bad idea. Oh.
Yeah, I actually saw it on the Twitter earlier. If you want to keep up with us, follow the Twitters. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter account earlier, Psycho. Like, why did someone favorite this tweet I made to... Oh, God! This is Rob!
Hi. What's going on? Yeah.
All right. Just... No! Celestia, no! No! That's not an appropriate question. Oh, no.
And I'm on the team none. How about no food? If you're like multitasking in that manner, I mean, you're an interesting creature. Ugh.
I have my own thoughts on the subject, and I'm not going to share them with anyone.
I feel like crumbs might become an issue.
Crumbs would be an issue. Anywho, we actually do have a quick question from me, tossing it out there. How do you prepare your burgers? Burgers, classic fast food.
Oh man, dude, I have all kinds of recipes for burgers. I love burgers.
Oh yeah. Oh
my family's traditional seasoning is they use Cavender's Greek seasoning mix. Something my dad has always used to make his burgers.
Yeah.
He would do that and like a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, which is interesting. It's actually really good. Honestly, I stick with salt and pepper for the most part. Although my grandfather has a smoker that uses pellets, so you can just buy the pellets in whatever type of wood you want.
I remember you talking about this, yeah.
And he will smoke sea salt. I like to use mesquite. Mesquite smoked sea salt is amazing for burgers.
Yeah, you've talked about that a couple of times. You're a huge fan.
I am a really huge fan. You don't understand. I mean, it's just the smell is just intoxicating.
So
absolutely wonderful.
When it comes to burger prep for me, I don't want to do anything special with the meat. Just slap some. If I'm going fast, just slap some burger patties together. I don't care what weight they are. Get them on the grill. Get them nice and hot and marked up, and we're good to go.
No seasoning?
No. No.
Just the beef,
I like the taste of beef.
All right.
That sounds crazy. I'm gonna turn the music down here just a little bit more, there, guys. Sorry, that was a little
crazier.
I will say this. I put a lot of fixins on top of my burgers.
All right.
I like them fixins. So I'm going to put something in chat here that I tweeted earlier this week. This is my lunch on, I believe, yesterday. Yesterday's lunch for me.
Very nice.
Pop that open. That was just, I walked just right outside work. There's this place just grilling up burgers fast and hot. It cost me $5 for those 2 burgers.
Wow.
Just a quick couple half-pound patties. I just a nice couple slabs of cheese, lettuce. I put some sauerkraut on there. Put some fresh chopped onions.
Yeah.
Oh, got a little tomato going on. Nothing crazy. Nothing over the top. Just a lot of those really good fresh ingredients.
Simple works, man.
Yeah.
Especially for burgers. You don't need to get too crazy to make a really good burger. Exotic is fun, but you know, that's just like if you're feeling squirrely.
It is fun to experiment, and no one could ever disagree with that, especially with food. It is so much fun to experiment.
Oh, yeah. You know me. I'm a big proponent of going on out there on a limb and trying new shiz.
Yep. But you have to also say sometimes, you know what? That simplicity with that some food has is just best. Like, don't go out of the box. Stay inside the box and do the box really well.
It's a rare thing for people to master the box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's you could be a jack of all trades and a master of none, but the people who know simple and get it done the best tend to be more successful in the food industry. Yeah,
probably the best example. I know we're getting off of the original subject we had there.
To be fair, the original subject is never what we're usually talking about.
We don't stick to it ever, which is cool. I'm fine with that. One of the best simple things that I so rarely experience done right is al dente pasta. Like, I cook it myself. I know how I cook it.
Right.
But going to a restaurant, usually it's overdone.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So those times when I do get just nothing crazy, nothing special, just a really good al dente pasta with maybe fettuccine alfredo, just a nice simple alfredo sauce, maybe some chicken. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We're just having a really solid, well-made meal.
Absolutely.
So sometimes it's just that really good simplicity that sticks with it. Celestian saying ketchup, mustard, mayo, chili, and cheese on a burger is how she goes.
Interesting.
I would not do chili on a burger.
I would.
I don't do chili.
Chili on a burger. I love me some chili.
I bet you like chili dogs too.
I do.
Oh yeah.
I'm straight Sonic the Hedgehog, bro. I love me some chili dogs.
Just as much as you can fit inside the bun on top of it so it's not falling off.
Oh, yeah.
I could never do that. I don't like chili. I can't eat it.
That's a damn shame. Because actually, you know what? I think from the next time I'm due for a recipe, I'm going to do Trevelyan's chili recipe. Because it is A, absolutely amazing, and B, he took pictures of it. He had it on an old forum post a few years ago, and he showed it to me. So I turned it into an Imgur post and sort of had like all the pictures and everything lined up, and it looks really cool. So I think I'm going to do that one.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Does it involve bacon?
I believe it involves all kinds of stuff. Bacon is definitely one of those things.
Just curious because it is Trav.
It is. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the first picture in the gallery is bacon. Let's see, what do we got? We got beef, we got pork, we got bacon, we got turkey. So it's got everything. It's a huge, huge recipe. It takes about 3 hours to make all together. We got bell peppers, we got onions. By the way, you won't eat this even if you did like chili because it's extra, extra, extra spicy. Jalapenos, habaneros, serranos. I would definitely dial back on all of that. Garlic, brown sugar, cocoa powder, which is an excellent ingredient. Cumin, red pepper flakes, chili powder, bouillon cubes, beef bouillon, crushed tomatoes, whole tomatoes, chili beans, a can of Guinness, tomato paste, and water. That's the ingredients. So,
wow,
yeah,
wow.
I'm pretty excited about it, and the pictures are great. He took some really, really good pictures of this.
Now, is this something you learned during PAX South this year?
No. Well, I mean, Trav and I have been, we've been talking back and forth for a long time.
Sure, yeah.
And we were just shooting the shit one night, and he mentioned this, and so I looked through it, and I was like, no, we're gonna bring that into the more modern world because I think he had posted it in like 2011 or something.
Ooh,
so it's
okay.
An old recipe, but yeah, he took really, really good descriptive pictures. It was a great, great recipe. So I think I need to call some attention to it.
That sounds great. Again, I wish I could eat chili. A lot of people love it on a lot of their food, especially like hot dogs. Like I know Sonic, speaking of fast food, Sonic has chili dogs that people have said are dang fine.
That's always what I got when we went to Sonic because I'm from East Texas. And in Texas, you're probably in a weird place if there's not like one Sonic per square mile. And I'm serious. I'm really not joking about that. You cannot drive more than 10 minutes in any direction without hitting a Sonic.
How many Sonics can we reasonably fit into a city at one time?
I mean, it's like Starbucks. It's the same thing. There's tons and tons of them. They're everywhere. Like if I'm not mistaken, I know of a few places where you can sit on the patio or, the drive up of one Sonic and see another Sonic. Like in the distance. So, big Sonic fans here.
Have you ever heard of Lewis Black's End of the World segment? It's a Texas thing.
Maybe. It's probably anti-Texas, knowing him.
Nah, it's not anti. It's making fun of Texas, but it's not like anti-Texas.
To be fair, we have a lot of shit you can make fun of us for.
So, in Houston, it's in Houston, Texas. Somewhere in Houston, Texas, there is in the same like mall complex. It's like this horseshoe U-shaped mall. On one end, there's a Starbucks. And on the other end of this U-shaped mall, in the same building as the previous Starbucks, facing the other Starbucks is a Starbucks.
Oh yeah, I have heard this. I mean, yeah, it's a thing.
Y'all in Texas, you guys are a little weird.
A little weird.
A little weird.
To be fair, because we're so weird, we think everybody who isn't like us is extra weird. So, yeah.
Fair point.
That's a fun relationship to have with
Fair
the rest
point.
of the world.
We love you, if only to tell you that to make sure you don't shoot us.
Because we will.
Yes.
We will.
Your little brothers in the Midwest are frightened of you.
Good.
All right, back on topic. Let's start this out. Well, let's continue this out because we've already started this bullshit here. Let's continue this in a orderly direction of what kind of fast food do we actually appreciate? What kind do we enjoy? Now, as cooks, it can be embarrassing to admit that we eat fast food because it's expected that we cook all of our food ourselves and we only use raw ingredients and we killed the cow that we took the beef from.
Well, I mean, that's unrealistic, I think. If people
No, it is. It is.
I mean, like, come on. We're humans. I know one of my favorite chefs that, basically inspired me to cook a lot of different new things was a regular ramen eater, like packaged ramen noodles, and Velveeta. So, we're humans. we don't always, we love to cook and we do it as often as we can, but sometimes you just get off of work, man. You're like, I'm not fucking standing in front of that oven for the next 2 hours.
No, I'm not getting
ass taco or something.
I'm not getting back in front of a grill.
Yeah, exactly. That's the last thing you want to do after standing there for 8 to 14 hours.
Sweating your balls off.
Yep.
So, I know when I really need I'm exhausted and I need a meal, I will either go to, depending what city I'm in, because every restaurant is different. That means fast food, too. A lot of them are shitty. I'm just going to say that.
Agreed.
A lot of them are shitty. In the town that I live in, though, there's a pretty good Burger King close to the route home.
I do like Burger King.
I like Burger King.
I have a very interesting reason for liking Burger King, though.
I'm curious now. Why?
Because Burger King charbroils their burgers. They don't.
Yeah.
And that will often leave a char, a little bit of black on there. It kind of overcooks a certain part. And I like bitter flavors. So that adds a little bitter to it. And there's a fun story that one of my old bosses used to tell in his culinary school. This guy came into class one day with a Whopper, just like a regular cheeseburger, from that place.
Sure.
And he just fucking started eating the burger right there while he was teaching. The guy would stop, the chef, the professor, stopped his lesson and was like,
what the fuck are you doing?
Man? what are you doing there? He's like, burger, chef, whatever. He's like, all right, tell you what, next time you come to class, you're gonna bring one of those for everybody. We're gonna do a little lesson. And you're going to find the ingredient that makes that burger perfect. And so he comes back, he does it. Everybody's got burgers. And what they discover is that the ingredient that makes that burger perfect is kale because it adds a bitter. So you have the sour from the mustard. You have the sweet from the pickles, the sweet from the ketchup. You have the savory from basically everything else on there. And salty from, the seasonings and everything like that. And then you have bitter, which is the kale. So a couple of pieces of kale will make a Whopper perfect. It's a fascinating thing to me.
Damn.
Right? Isn't that cool?
Damn.
I just think that's really cool. Next time you go to Burger King, get you a head of kale on the way home and put that shit on there. Try it out.
I don't think I've ever actually eaten kale before.
People, it's I don't know why the hell it's so popular. Like, it blew up for a little while, and everybody's like, oh my God, kale, let's put some kale. Kale's really good. It's like the least nutritional leaf you can get. Like, it's kale and then iceberg. Like, romaine lettuce has more nutrients than kale. So I don't understand what people are freaking the hell out about. It's like, if you want nutrients in a leaf, go get Swiss chard. That's what you want. Or collard greens.
Oh yeah.
Those have nutrients. Don't worry about that fucking kale shit. It's not popular.
What
It's
about
good for making it's good for making your smoothies greener.
what about spinach though? It's supposed to be really healthy.
It's better than fucking kale. I like spinach.
I do
like
too.
Raw spinach. I don't like cooked spinach. It's got a really weird like smell and texture. When you saute
There's
it too much.
There's one sandwich I used to make that had cooked spinach on it. And I'm like, I never want to eat this myself, ever. Why would someone want this?
Yeah, not cooked spinach. Like lightly sauteed spinach is good when it still has some crispness to it and a little texture. But when you're just eating like fucking deflated balloons, nobody cares. That's fucking gross.
Would it be better just to lightly steam it, all things considered?
Even that would be better, yeah. But honestly, I prefer to saute it with a little white wine, a little garlic, maybe even some like red onion or something in there. That's fucking perfect for me.
Rob in chat brings up McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's is probably my guiltiest of the guilty pleasures when it comes to fast food.
I am proud to say I do not eat McDonald's. No way in hell.
You should be. You should be proud of that.
That's my stick up the ass cook side coming out. I hate McDonald's so much.
I don't eat there very often, but every once in a while I just get this bizarre craving for one of their shitty little double cheeseburgers. And
Really?
I don't understand why. It makes zero sense. It's not good food.
I
never eat there otherwise either. Never.
I think the reason I hate it now is because that was about a fifth of my diet when I was homeless. Yeah.
If there's like a psychological background there, I can understand that completely.
Yeah.
That does change things.
Although I will say this, I still like the fries and milkshakes.
See, the fries are probably my least favorite thing about it. I hate that. That's another fun debate too. Like who has the best fries of all the fast food joints? I'll tell you who has the worst fries of all time is Five Guys.
Yeah.
Five
Yeah,
Guys
they
has
give you a lot. They can be good, but
no, they can't.
it is
just
really
disgusting
fucking
moist.
soggy.
Just blech. It's like, hey, this is like 12% potato and the rest is just grease. So enjoy. These are Idaho potatoes. Look, we got the bags everywhere. No, fuck you. You make shitty fries.
Best fries, I think it definitely would come down to between Arby's and Hardee's. They're curly fries.
Okay.
I mean, can we consider that the standardized fry, or is that something different?
Curly fries are a very different thing.
So we can't consider those. We can't.
Not as regular fries, no.
Okay.
I think they have to, they're good enough to have their own section because so many places do those. So I mean, it's just kind of like there's certain categories of fry. Like one of my favorite fries, and my girlfriend's as well, is Chick-fil-A. Their waffle fries, absolutely wonderful. So
if we're not including, if we're not doing curly fries in this, I don't want to throw in waffle fries either.
see, that's the thing. I mean, they're kind of their own category.
Yeah.
Even though I don't actually know of any other fast food places that do waffle fries. I think Chick-fil-A kind of has the corner.
I think they're the only ones that off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else.
No, I can't either.
Anywho, if we're going just straight cut, standardized fry, I would have to say Burger King as well, actually.
Yeah, Burger King is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
I think.
It has that perfect balance of crispiness, inside softness, and saltiness.
It's got a great seasoning.
Yeah.
The crispiness and the seasoning are what get me.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
Man, now I'm gonna have to go to Whataburger. I haven't been in a long time.
Where's that?
There's never a convenient one around me. There's a lot of restaurants that I don't like that are near me, so I have to, which is good because that makes it a lot easier to divert. You know, if all the fast food that's around me is garbage and I hate it, then it's a lot less likely that I'll eat fast food. So you know, that's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
Again though, one reason I think Burger King is probably one of the best for me, like if I need something quick and I need something that I know is going to be decent.
Yeah.
Like I know the fries are going to be good. I know the burgers, I may have to junk it up a little bit, but it's not going to be bad. And the sauce they use is decent.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, if we're going just, I want to spend a lot of money on fast food, I'm going to go Hardee's.
I think we have Hardee's here in Austin, but I've never been to one. I've never been to Hardee's, never been to Carl's Jr. I think we have those. The problem is they're just so far away from where I live that they're not worth going to.
Yeah.
I actually just remembered of another fast food place that's actually amazing. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Texas has Whataburger. Whataburger is a little more expensive. It's not crazy pricey, but I mean, you're paying like $7-8 for a meal.
Yeah.
But I fucking love it. I love Whataburger. It's so good. When I was in college, in my hometown, we have a little junior college I went to, and within walking distance, basically, was a Whataburger. So that's where we all hung out. We even had a little booth that we went to. Get that fucking double cheeseburger. Ugh, so good.
I'm a big fan of the curly fry.
Oh, Psycho, by the way, we are definitely going to get into Taco Bell because I have
dear Jesus,
extensive background with that shithole.
Oh, dear Jesus.
I do. Like, I have some stories about Taco Bell, so I can talk. I have connections in the Taco Bell corporate world and have for many years. Many years.
Is this going to get us in trouble?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Now, there are a couple joints that I've never gone to before. Like a White Castle. I've never been to a White Castle before.
Not me either. And I know they sell the burgers in the freezer, and they just look like nightmares.
They are. They look terrible.
Anywhere near my face at all.
Oh, no, Psycho. We were going to go there tonight no matter what.
Don't you worry. Taco Bell was very high on my list of things I would like to speak on this evening, now that we're talking about it. Because like I said, I do have connections in the Taco Bell world. And I will explain why.
Here's the odd part. There in Iowa, at least, in a couple states around, there's more than just Taco Bell.
Right.
We have Taco John.
You have Taco John?
We have Taco John.
Wow. I don't know what the hell that is.
It's horrible.
It sounds horrible.
It's bad.
We have Taco Bueno. We have Taco Cabana, which is actually awesome because they sell booze.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like a better Mexican fast food joint with alcohol. Plus, a lot of them are open 24 hours. So the one near us isn't, which kind of sucks. But still. I think there's a few other taco places that are... Honestly, like, I live in, like, Texas, obviously. And there, you can't, like, throw a rock without hitting some kind of taco place. There's a truck or, a little restaurant where the title's not even in English. So that's like, that's probably really good. So there's a lot of places that we do tacos, but yeah.
Now there's one other place I want to talk about before we go to Taco Bell that does tacos here in Iowa. It's a place called Pancheros.
Pancheros.
Claro
que sí.
Now, there's a lot of fast food that's on the shitty end of the spectrum. Pancheros fast food is actually on the... What did they... What?
I just saw Taco Time in chat, and I'm like, Taco Time! Yay!
What's you talking about?
I don't know. I've never even heard of a Taco Time, but I immediately love it.
That's hilarious. Okay, so Pancheros is actually on the really high quality end of the Mexican fast food, where they actually hand roll your massive fucking burrito right in front of you. It's some of the greatest drunk food I have ever had. Because they just load that shit up with carbs.
Yeah.
Like a ton of rice. They'll put a ton of beans in there. I always get it no beans, but they'll load a ton of beans in there too. They'll load chicken or beef or pork or whatever in there, and sour. They'll load these things up. They're miraculous, and then you just grab it. It's in a wrapper, and you shove it in your face.
Yeah, there's we you know how there's a place for some reason that people like to eat at called Chipotle. I don't understand why human beings like to consume this garbage, but we have a version that's edible. Here in Austin, it's called Freebirds, and it is godlike.
I know of at least 5 or 6 different streamers off the top of my head that worship Chipotle,
and they're wrong.
Oh. Oh my.
No, that's fine. There's it's a point of contention for me and many other people who are residents of this town because we have Freebirds, and Freebirds is fucking amazing. Like, imagine Chipotle except less corporate and like literally twice the ingredient opportunities. Like, there's 2 or 3 different kinds of rice, a lot of different kinds of tortillas. You can get tons of different ingredients that you can't get at Chipotle. Plus, it tastes better. But
Do they have Spanish rice?
yes, they have Spanish rice. They have cilantro rice. There was another kind last time I checked.
Cilantro rice.
Cilantro rice, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, like a lime cilantro. Yeah.
Oh,
you can get like you can get 2 different kinds of chicken. You can get ground beef now. You can get pork. You can get barbacoa, and you can also get veggie. And there's like 2 or 3 different kinds of vegetables. You can get pico. You can get guac. You can get queso. You can get corn. You can get like tortilla strips. You can get all kinds of shit. You can get this on a spinach wrapper, a cayenne pepper wrapper, a regular wrapper. You can get a small one, medium one. You can get one the size of like 3 babies. Forget about it.
Get about it.
Forget about it. They have what they call pot brownies because it's a hippie ass place, which are just brownies made in little pots, but they are fucking phenomenal.
That's still adorable. Oh my god! So
great place. I have a card. I've gotten multiple free burritos because I ate there so many times.
I hate to distract from what you just said, but I got hung up on the cilantro rice because that sounds really fucking delicious.
I actually hate it. I don't like
really.
It at all. It's because it's like limey and tangy, and I don't like that. I like Spanish rice, but it's pretty popular. So yeah, it's like lime cilantro rice. I'd
like to try that sometime, but with a very light hint of lime instead of boom lime in your face.
That's always how I saw it. It was pretty limey to me. Honestly, it probably wouldn't be that hard to make.
Describing something as limey, unfortunately, is a racial slur.
That's not a racial slur. If anything, that's a nationalist slur, okay?
Fair point, thank you.
The people in the UK, that's not a race, all right? They aren't a race.
I just want Lucas to pop up right now. I just want Lucas to pop up right now. Like, oi, you what, mate?
You what, mate? Bash your fucking school in, swear me mom.
Yeah, I've never liked Chipotle myself. I don't get the fanaticism, so to speak. But also, I don't eat a lot of spicy food.
I mean, I went there one time. I'll tell you, there's a lot of really awesome, like random ass fast food places in Austin. One of my favorites is a place called Vert's Kebab. I think there's a bunch of them, but it's a German style kebab like place where all of your protein choices are on rotating giant spits, and they just shave that shit right off.
Oh, it sounds like that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's heavenly. They have falafel, which is absolutely amazing. They make a bunch of different homemade sauces, a lot of different. It's very similar to Chipotle and Freebirds in that manner, except it's fucking Greek and awesome. So Vert's Kebab is delicious.
That does sound really good. Now that we've talked about those different things and gotten them out of the way, shall we talk about Taco Bell?
We shall. So I live within walking distance of a Taco Bell.
Your thoughts?
So my mom has worked for a company that owns Taco Bells for like 25 years. So I have been involved in Taco Bell business, at least, indirectly, for a long fucking time. I've got to see a bunch of different things come and go before they even were released. I have very fond memories, and I say fond horribly, ironically, and sarcastically, of a poster in my mom's first office of Ronald McDonald crying. It was like an anti-McDonald's like propaganda poster. Yeah, it was fucking weird when you're like 8. But I'll admit there was a point in time where Taco Bell was my jam, and I enjoyed it. I used to get their grilled stuffed burrito all the time. The one in my hometown is actually solid. Like it was always pretty good. Then when I moved out, I moved into a little college town where I did go to college, and that was the first and only time that I know of that I have ever had food poisoning.
Ooh,
God, deathly.
Ooh.
And ever since then, I'm just like, Taco Bell can just suck a bag of dicks.
An entire bag of dicks.
And I've been there a few times after that, and just never once felt like that was a good experience for me.
Never a good life choice.
Ugh, so bad.
So, as Taco Bell is walking out to the parking lot, should it not attempt to suck any dicks?
It would be lucky to be able to suck dicks. Taco Bell should aspire to suck dicks. Taco Bell wishes it could get dicks to suck. Taco Bell is just lonely in the corner. Nobody wants to give their dick. Taco Bell can't get dick.
Well, shots have been fired here tonight, folks.
Oh yeah, intentionally. It is by far my least favorite. Well, okay. It's my least favorite fast food restaurant, but not by far. There's a bunch of them that are pretty fucking close. It's funny you said Arby's, because that's another one. I fucking hate Arby's.
Really?
Ugh. Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
What happened?
They forgot flavor somewhere in that recipe for all the stuff they made. Ugh. It's like, hey, let's just take some shitty roast beef with no seasoning and then put some gross, also not seasoned cheese on it. Yeah, how about that for food? Plus, whenever I was going there, it was because a girl I was dating at the time was like obsessed with it. I never actually ate there. I just let her do her thing. And every once in a while, the guy who was running the drive-thru was kind of an asshole. They would get bored because everybody else in that town hated it too.
Yeah.
So, no one came there. And when they did, every so often we would go through the drive-thru and we'd pull up, and nobody would say anything. And we would just
hello
sit there and right, like he had a time too. He was really good at this. Right as we were about to say something, he would scream, "Welcome to Arby's! I'm gonna help you!" Just to fuck with us. He did that multiple times. That guy was a dick.
Wow. I've never had a really bad experience with Arby's. I have had really bad experiences with Taco Bell, and I seem to keep getting it for some reason.
Stop going.
Once every couple of months to be like, I really want tacos, but I don't want to really enjoy them, and I want to pay too much for them.
You pay too much for Taco Bell? That place is, well, I guess if you pay too much for what you're getting, but I never really found it to be all that expensive.
I say that because it would cost so much less of us making them at home.
Yeah. That counts for a lot of things, really.
Fair point. Fair point. At least with other foods that I pay too much for, I still enjoy them.
Very true. If you don't get enjoyment, any payment you make is not worth it.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you see the link that Celestian tossed in chat?
Was it the taco one?
Dick's by Mail.
I have seen Dick's by Mail. Where you get the gummy dicks. I have seen that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's a good thing. Oh, yeah, okay, I see it now. Yeah,
and you could have them, you could literally have the Taco Bell corporate office eat a bag of dicks.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Lord is more. Have you ever seen their roast beef raw? It's basically Spam. We put no seasoning on it. The cheese comes from a pump. The red sauce is just ranch mixed with Catalina. Case in point. That's what's up. Yeah, I heard it here. My opinions have been backed up.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Wow.
Okay, Mia Chan. Actually, yeah. I am very happy to discuss fast food pizza. I have some in my fridge right now. We had some at work today for lunch, and I took a shitload of it home with me because it wasn't awful.
This
Pizza Hut.
The one I specifically refer to when talking about pizza fast food is Little Caesars.
Oh yeah, pizza.
Yeah, because they have those $5 to-go pizzas that you can just walk in, grab, and move with.
Yeah, that was like a staple when I was in college. That was probably also pretty close to why I was like 225 pounds.
Admittedly, they are not bad.
I mean, for $5, no, they're not bad at all.
For $5, that's good pizza.
Yeah, I'll agree wholeheartedly.
You gotta be careful with them though.
Well, yeah,
because that shit's enjoyable. It's a good deal though. I like them. I haven't got one for a long time though because there are taking the Little Caesars where I live.
Yeah,
which is kind of sad.
Yeah, there's not that many around me either. There's like one that's a few miles away, and it's obviously not worth going to. It's too far. It's not that good. Actually, you know what? There's a really, really interesting place that I guess you can call it fast food, because in the strictest sense, it is food that is prepared fast. However, they don't cook the pizza. This is Papa Murphy's is the name.
Oh, yes!
They don't cook the pizza. You can buy a big fucking pizza for like $8, like a 16-inch pizza. for like $8, and then just fucking go home and throw that shit in the oven, man.
There's a deal that runs here with Papa Murphy's every Tuesday where you can get a large pizza for $10, anything you want on it.
Yeah, that's insane.
And it's like,
I mean, it's not amazing. It's
win.
Not that great, but like seriously, for the price you're getting and the size,
it's a decent quality. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid. Some of their deep dishes are pretty good, but I never buy those because fuck that. You get cheap ass pizza for way cheaper. Big ass pizza for way cheaper.
Yeah,
no, trust me.
I love Papa Murphy's.
I'm down for some Papa Murphy's, man.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely down for that place.
And the best part about Papa Murphy's, in my opinion, is not only are they charging you less because they don't have to cook the pizza, they don't have to hold the pizza at all. Mm-hmm. They usually have a lot of deals, but they're giving you control over how you cook it.
Absolutely, and there's no tax.
There is none.
It is tax-free.
Which is just, I love how they do business. I really do.
I don't think there's any such thing as too fast food.
Who said
that? Rob.
Rob, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Tweeting me the question? What are you tweeting me? Oh, yeah, no, yeah. That is true. That's ironic that quote was found. If you tweet me, I will answer your shit. This still holds up. True. I'm on Twitter all the fucking time. I'm addicted to it. It's there. I have it on my phone. I am constantly looking at Twitter. I have a lot of really interesting sources. I find a lot of news there. Find out about all kinds of fun shit. So, yes.
Oh, Radbot just punched Rob in the face.
Oh, get capping. Get motherfucking capping.
That's good to see. I love seeing that. I love seeing that.
I love seeing Rob's despair.
Back on topic, though, as if there was one. Would you consider something like CC's fast food?
In practice, no. In quality, absolutely.
Fair point.
Because that pizza sucks.
It's not good pizza, but
it's bad pizza.
It's buffet pizza. What are you going to expect?
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. Like, it's the pizza equivalent of a Chinese food buffet.
Yeah.
So if that's fast food, so is Chinese food buffets.
That's actually another good point, though. That brings us to Chinese takeout.
Yeah, that's interesting because I don't know. I mean, pizza, if that's fast food, you would stand to reason that. Okay, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are Chinese food places that are corporate, and I think the corporation is a very important aspect of fast food. So you have things like Panda Cafe, that are obviously a corporate Chinese food place. Those are fast food, but there are a lot of really tasty delivery places, regardless of nationality of the food, that I don't necessarily think qualify for fast food.
And sometimes it's not fast food because it take over an hour to get there.
As we saw live on Cast one night. Y'all saw that shit live. Fuck. Yeah, but honestly, I love that place that we're screwing around with us, and we still order from them because their food's really good. But yeah, I think you have to draw a line on that, and I think if it's a corporate place, we can call that fast food, which actually comes to a really interesting point. A place like Payway, is that fast food?
I don't know what Payway is.
Do you know what PF Chang's is?
Yes.
Okay. It's the same company. It's basically you go up to a counter, you order your dish and a drink, and then you go sit down, and they have the number. It's kind of like a Jason's Deli, I guess.
Okay.
Chinese food.
Okay.
And you can get takeout. They don't deliver. So I think as it's corporate, that might sort of be considered fast food. I don't know. It's a really gray area, to be honest.
Well, there is this gray area between food that's cooked very quickly,
right,
and fast food. Like, fast food is very a specific style of grab and go meal.
Right.
And when you consider that, you have to say, well, where do we draw the line? Yeah. Like, where's that distinction? Because I would say something like, do you know what Mongolian grill is?
Yeah.
So something like a Mongolian grill. So Hoo-Hot, which I love.
Oh, Hoo-Hot?
Hoo-Hot.
I'm gonna go get me some Hoo-Hot.
Hoo Hot is fucking
Who's in the mood for some hoo-ha? I want some
Hoo-ha.
hoo-ha in my mouth.
Hoo Hot is fucking delicious.
Girl, give me your hoo-ha.
Hoo
That's a
Hot
quote
is
right
fucking
there.
amazing.
That's the quote. That's the quote. Girl.
Anywho, with how a Mongolian grill, specifically Hoo Hot, works is you pile up all your veggies and your noodles and your meat and your protein into a bowl, and you put sauce on it, and you take it up to a large grill where a couple guys are around it cooking the food really fast, like in the span of a minute and a half at the most.
All right.
And you go up, you get in line, they cook your food, and you sit back down within, minutes at the most. There isn't a menu to pick from because the food is all raw, in a buffet style. You serve it up into a bowl yourself, and they cook it for you then.
Okay.
So while it's not technically fast food in any way, shape, or form, it's food served very quickly.
Right. Okay. So it's literally fast,
Yes.
not necessarily fast food.
Correct.
See, I think one of the better ways we could narrow down the selection is possibly a drive-through. That is a pretty key part of a lot of fast food places.
True, although I would have to disagree with certain sub shops.
Okay, yeah, I could see
Like,
that.
probably the one everyone would know is Emilio's or Jimmy John's.
Yeah, Jimmy John's doesn't have that because they have a pretty prominent delivery service, which fucking pisses me off that they don't have delivery to my apartment.
What?
They don't deliver to my apartment. Like, what the fuck? We used to get fucking Jimmy John's all the time. Pisses me off to no end. Cheap ass fucking sandwiches. They don't deliver to my place.
I loved Big Mike's subs, Emilio's subs.
Never heard of Emilio's, actually.
Emilio's bought out a couple companies. The one company bought out a few others, including a company called Big Mike's Subs here in Iowa, and specifically in Iowa City. That was just fucking amazing.
Oh, you know what? I was nodding my head because it sounded familiar. I was thinking of Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike is actually, I didn't know about Jersey Mike's until Man vs. Game brought it up. I had never fucking heard of it, and apparently there's tons of them here in Austin. So yeah, Jersey Mike's is a place, but Austin, Texas is the home of a lot of sub shops that are actually nationwide chains.
Yeah,
specifically Schlotsky's.
Schlotsky's I have had a couple times.
I love it.
It's not bad. It's certainly not bad.
It's the bread. It's the bread for me. They're partnered with Cinnabon, which is kind of gross because if there's one person who pretty much agrees with me at every point of what a Cinnabon is fucking Louis C.K. And I think everybody who's watched his stand-up knows that skit very well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. If you guys haven't seen...
Whether or not we're in the fucking paper tomorrow is up to you. Give me the hot comes.
I gotta watch that bit later now. Fuck
It's
you.
so good.
It's hilarious.
But yeah,
if you guys
partnered with them. So.
If you guys haven't seen Louis C.K.'s bit on Cinnabon and what happens post Cinnabon, look at the fuck up.
I love Louis C.K. The man's amazing.
He's hilarious.
But yeah, Austin has a lot of different sandwich places. We have a couple of natives. We have Thundercloud subs, which I had one time, had a bad experience, never went back. Kind of want to try them again because they're huge. They're really popular. Although I have one beef with this place. They have a lot of radio play where I live. They're very popular. There's lots of them around. There is one radio commercial they had, and I don't know if they still play it, but this radio station was this commercial was referring to their tuna salad, which most sandwich places have a tuna salad or a chicken salad or something. The words they chose to describe this sandwich were, and I quote, gloopy and gloppy.
Those aren't appetizing.
If there are two words that will make me lose an erection, it's gonna be those two. I could be full on boner hundreds of naked chicks everywhere. You say gloopy and gloppy in front of me, it's just gonna be. Yeah, no, it was I brought that commercial up to anyone who was in the the vehicle with me on the radio station at the time, and I was just like, how the fuck who in marketing came up with that idea? Who thought that, hey, let's go ahead and we'll describe this food as gloopy and gloppy. It's like, hey, we want people to think that our tuna salad has the same consistency as a horse semen. That does not sound like something I would want in between two pieces of bread and in my mouth. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that might be the number one reason why I haven't been back to fucking Thunder Cow subs.
There was one place in Atlanta when I lived there, Firehouse Subs.
I used to live right next to a Firehouse Subs, actually, not long ago.
I never tried it, though.
I walked over there all the time. They're way too expensive, but they're pretty good. I like them. They have big sandwiches.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about them. But yeah, I mean, I literally walked to Firehouse quite a few times.
I always wanted to try it.
It was pretty good. I mean, they have a good meatball sub. They have a good turkey club style thing. They had a Hawaiian pork and slaw sandwich that was really good. That I actually replicated myself and made really good.
Like a little bit of lime and cilantro going on.
Well, not really actually. It was pulled pork, like barbecue pulled pork.
Yeah,
with like a coleslaw on a Hawaiian King sweet bun. Very simple. It was good.
Huh.
I liked it. Not overly complicated. You could definitely make it better yourself. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was
interesting. I have to try that sometime.
They're talking about alligator in chat.
Oh my! What are you guys doing?
I like alligator. It's pretty good.
I've never tried alligator.
I've tried alligator. I've tried frog. I have a grocery store right down the road from me that sells lots of different fun things, one of which is frog. It's delicious, by the way. Frog legs are very tasty. Alligator's good. Fried alligator is it's a thing.
Now, when it comes to fast food, there are some historical elements we need to consider. We need to take a step into the Wayback Machine. You mentioned barbecue.
Indeed.
Barbecue, especially barbecue joints, back in the 30s and 40s, those were a big spur on to fast food.
All right.
That we saw developed in the 60s and 70s. And it's just, we had, way back in the day, I don't know if you were there or not, I wasn't myself.
It was a Wednesday.
I think it was a fucking Thursday.
That was actually a really poorly made, oh fuck, what's that comedian's name that I hate? He's the Sufi guy.
Don't know him.
You do. What the fuck is that guy's name? He was in Waiting. Douchebag. He's a total bro. Fuck. Crazy.
I tend to ignore comedians that are bros.
That's fine. Whatever. Anyway.
Anywho, the historical context I wanted to bring up is in the 30s and 40s, you had these barbecue joints throughout the South, for the most part, that were all doing their own kind of barbecue. As I'm sure you remember talking about, Bahamut.
They're still doing that.
Yeah, every 5 feet, someone's gonna tell you how to do a barbecue differently. So everyone was doing their own kind of barbecue. They were just barbecuing out most of the day and evening, so you could just drive up, order a piece of barbecue, and get it to go in your vehicle as you were traveling.
A lot of times they would do like a dish, like a full plate, or just like a paper plate, and it would have the barbecue, whatever protein you wanted. And that's the thing. Like there's a very specific formula for barbecue dishes specifically. It's always usually 2 proteins and 2 sides with some white bread, like Texas toast white bread.
Yeah,
that's your barbecue to go plate right there.
Yep. And that specific
many times.
That specific format got slowly transferred.
Dane Cook. Sorry, I apologize. Dane Cook is the asshole I was referring to.
Really?
Yes. Thank you.
You see, half the time I actually really like Dane Cook.
I don't like him at all. I mean, that's fine if you like him, but I do.
No, I know. He does the dude bro thing, but he does it to make shit of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I I think he's a dude, bro.
I can't get the dude bro feeling from him.
Anyway.
Sorry, we're not here to talk about comedy.
No, we're not.
Oh my god.
Especially not fucking Dane Cook.
Fair point. But that style of barbecue takeout, just drive up, order a cut of barbecue, get a couple sides with it, and leave, is what the origins of fast food were. And again, as Mama mentioned, to this day, these places still serve that.
They do.
You can still find it
at this point, I would say. You don't really see a lot of places like that do it to go or drive up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite as common. Most barbecue places there's a lot of trailers where I'm from, which, I live in a fucking hipster capital of the world. Besides Portland, Oregon, I guess. But, yeah, you see a lot of like trailers that really do kind of, personify that spirit of the old school. You go up, you get a couple of sandwiches, pulled pork or what have you, with
oh yeah
or something. Bam, you're on the road. So yeah, there are places that still kind of hold true to that.
Yeah,
it's not as common.
There's all of one place here in Iowa that does that. One place,
really.
It's a single establishment in Iowa City. It's the only one I found in the state.
Oh,
and I've been all over the state of Iowa. I am unashamed to admit that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Travel, man. Traveling is good.
But speaking of sandwiches, you brought up pulled pork. Speaking of sandwiches, we were talking about places like Melio's, like Jimmy John's. What do you like on your sandwich? If you're getting a sandwich to go, you need something quick. What do you like on your sandwich?
I like a classic turkey club. I do. Do you get cheese at all on that? Not particularly.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need cheese on that. When I do my clubs, I like turkey. I like bacon, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I like some shredded lettuce. I like some tomato. This is one of the very few things that I will allow mayo to be anywhere near, because I think mayo in and of itself, like by itself, is revolting. But a little bit of mayo just for to be honest, I refer to mayo by itself as sandwich lube. That's all it is. It's got no flavor. Like, it tastes like nothing. And then it's just there to lubricate your mouth while you're eating the shit that doesn't taste bad. But, some of that, I don't know.
Have you ever had, okay, so this is a random question. Have you ever had Swedish style mayo?
Swedish style mayo? I guess not. I've had Japanese style. I've had the Kewpie. That's fucking delicious. Kewpie mayo is amazing.
Swedish style mayo is so good.
Really? What do they do
so
different?
good. They put a lot of shit in that.
That's good.
It's more like
what mayo's missing is shit.
It's a much more complete product.
Okay, good.
And it's more of a dipping sauce.
All right. I can get behind that.
Again, it's my opinion, but I love it.
I love aiolis, and I put mayo in all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
I have to put it in stuff. Like, I've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff with mayo here lately. I made we finally made okonomiyaki the other night.
Yeah,
it was awesome. It was really tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a sauce of mayonnaise, sriracha, soy sauce, garlic powder, and a little bit of white pepper, and just mix that up. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So mayo is like a good base for things, but you just have to put stuff in it, because otherwise it's fucking nasty.
One thing, Rob and me are talking about this in chat. One thing I love when I'm doing burgers, I will take a frying pan, coat it with butter, and then spread Parmesan mayo on the insides of the bun, and then sear it. So it gets this nice GB&D going.
Yeah.
That is so much flavor to it. It's unreal.
Which, by the way, you've mentioned GB&D several times. For anybody who doesn't know, that's golden brown and delicious.
It is a sacred state of being for a cook.
It's incredibly important.
Golden brown
are some of the two most important words in the culinary universe.
It's that perfect, not too cooked, but just enough cooked. state.
Right.
It's just always like when you're cooking chicken. Okay, random side note. When you're cooking chicken and you want to make sure it's just got that perfect texture and consistency and flavor to it, you want the sides that have been touching the pan, the specific surfaces that have been touching the pan, to have that not blackened look, but dark look.
Absolutely.
And it's just, if you do it right, and this is hard to do with cooking because it takes experience.
It does.
It's perfect.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, random side note.
No, speaking of random side notes, I think Rob just came up with next week's episode.
Oh, it's grill season time, baby.
Oh, it's grill season.
It's grill season time, baby.
Motherfucking grill season
and
time.
I swear to God, if any of you try to talk about barbecuing tomorrow, I will cut you.
You know what, Dan? I'm going to talk about all kinds of fucking barbecuing.
It's not the same thing.
It is kind of the same thing.
No.
Yes.
No.
I have been, okay.
No.
I have been grilling since I was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing that shit for like 15 years.
Sure.
Barbecue is kind of grilling.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. There's a difference of like 4 hours.
Next week is going to be awesome.
There's such a massive time difference. It's a chemical difference.
Next week is going to be so good. I think we have to fucking remember it, by the way.
That would help.
It would.
That would really help.
Okay. Before I forget, because I have been drinking profusely. Speaking of drinking, by the way, tonight's beverage is a delicious Speyside Scotch whiskey.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is something I tried on a whim. It's a double cask maturation. But I love Speyside. Speyside is my favorite Scotch, and I gave it a try. It was on sale for like $5 off. But yeah, anyway. We were talking about fast food, if you remember, from ages ago.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a couple of years ago. And we haven't talked about chicken joints yet, because fried chicken joints, there's quite a few of them. As a matter of fact, chat has been having a conversation or two about your standard places. You have your KFC. You have your churches.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A does count, yes.
Unfortunately,
I like Chick-fil-A.
I hate Chick-fil-A.
I kind of like it. I don't know why. Something about it. But anyway, the best fried chicken joint ever, as far as I'm concerned, is a little place called Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's, it was the reason I was really super fat in college. Like directly.
It was a cause. It was the direct source.
It's so good. Like, fuck, man. It's so good. And I don't understand why.
AWOL knows what you're talking about.
This AWOL knows what I'm... Oh, my God.
He knows what you're fucking talking about.
Raising Cane. See? Okay, 2 things that AWOL will agree with me on is the batter and the cane sauce.
Oh, shit.
Cane sauce is like their secret. Like, cane sauce is why you go to Raising Cane's, because the best thing about Raising Cane's is they have 4 things on their menu. They don't have a variety of things. 3 of those things are just different numbers of chicken tenders to have with your meal. There's like a 2-piece, a 3-piece, a 4-piece, and a sandwich. Those are your choices. They got coleslaw, they got Texas toast, they got all kinds of crazy stuff. But you worked at a Raising Cane's? Oh my God, that's amazing.
And she didn't even like the chicken.
The lemonade is really good. I will give that to. I might have to like pick your brain, because the sauce has always eluded me. Like, I have a recipe for it and it's really, really close, but it doesn't
not
have the
quite
same consistency, and that's what always got me. But the sauce is basically ketchup, mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce, little garlic powder, little pepper, and a little salt. That is the closest I have ever been able to come to cane sauce. It's not the same. It's not. And they can't talk about it either. They're like under contractual obligation.
Yeah.
But they're hired.
Yeah.
Not to talk about, which is funny because they stole their sauce recipe from another fast food restaurant from Louisiana. But that's neither here nor there. I was in I was within walking distance from Raising Cane's when I was in my like last place I had in my last town I lived in. I didn't walk because I was a fat fuck. I drove like 3 blocks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is not my finest moment, but god damn it.
It was so worth it.
So good.
So No Life Queen just dropped an information bomb on your head.
Soy sauce in it?
Are you gonna be okay?
15 spices. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. There is one actually fairly nearby me.
Is it close enough to be worth it nearby?
No.
It's
in the same town, but Austin is like the most spread out fucking city in the world. It's like, hey, this is Austin. Oh yeah, 20 miles that way. That's Austin too. Another 20 miles. That's also Austin. We have really poor planning in our city. Yeah, I mean, I live like 15 miles away from my job, which is a pretty long schlep. That's like an hour. It takes me an hour to get to work every day.
Which is a little insane.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's actually pretty par for the course with Austin.
Ouch.
Anyway, this is really super north. And it's never been like so... I've never had such a... To be honest with you, it's probably a good thing because if I discovered the deliciousness that is Raising Cane's again, I would be fatter than I am now. And I'm actually pretty fucking heavy. Like, I started working at a sedentary job a few months ago. It was like November. And
that's technically a few months ago.
I've gained so much weight. I've gained so much weight. This right here is not what I used to look like 5 months ago.
Which is why you have the beard.
I guess. I don't know. I think I have the beard because I'm a fucking hipster. But
you can be whatever you want, just don't be a hipster.
That's not a choice. I am a hipster.
Don't be a fucking hipster.
This next Monday, I'm gonna go get like fucking thick rimmed glasses.
I swear to God, I will drive down there.
Yep. It's happening.
I will drive down there, I will hug you, and then I will deck you.
That's fine, because you know what? The girlfriend likes the thick rimmed glasses, and I don't have sex with you, Dan.
Yet.
Now you come on down here, change my mind about something, we'll talk. Meanwhile...
Liquor would be involved.
Liquor is always involved with me, no matter what happens. So yes, of course.
Also, Lord of S'mores really wants you to stop drinking that out of a...
out of a snifter?
Yeah.
No. This is the only clean glass I had, okay? Would you rather me drink it out of a fucking, like, plastic cup?
Wow. It would be classy.
Judge me, my fucking snifter.
Don't judge me.
I actually got this from a really cool brewery here in Austin.
A brewery?
A brewery, yes.
A brewery.
It's called, it looks like Adelbert's. It's not. It's Adelbert's.
Adelbert's.
They sell really tasty German-style beers. They're very good. They come with corks, so they're extra fancy.
I'm sorry, I've been reading chat here just a moment. According to No Life Queen, they make that sauce in 15-gallon buckets.
They have to.
At a time.
That place is busy. It is a busy joint, and they have, they serve it in, those little, like, plastic, tiny little saucers, with the little lids on it stuff.
Ramekins.
Ramekins. Little plastic ramekins. Yep. That comes with every meal, sometimes a couple of them, because I said, fuck the coleslaw, give me an extra sauce. I did. Every time.
Worth it.
And their fries are not amazing. They're just like standard crinkle fries.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of tastes like the ones you can get out of a bag, the Oritas.
Oh my God, Lord of S'more. That's so wrong.
What is Lord of S'more?
Read the hipster joke you just put in chat.
I have been telling that hipster joke for years, all right? I knew that joke before it was cool, okay?
You're fucking... No, everyone fire Bahamut now. Bahama, you're fucking fired.
You can't fire me because I'm live, bitches.
That hasn't stopped people firing me.
Yeah, but you can still talk through it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I had to think about that a minute. That's surprisingly
Live
accurate.
Queen, you know what? That was your side work, wasn't it? Wasn't that awful? Filling the fucking sauce cups.
Ugh.
But that place was amazing.
I've had to do that at a couple jobs, filling different sauce cups.
Yeah. They're
Oh,
not fun.
that's brutal.
I
That's
used to work at a lot
brutal.
of Mexican restaurants where, like, whenever there wasn't like a busboy who was available, you filled salsas. You did
Yeah.
green sauce and red sauce, and you threw that shit in the fridge. So,
Yeah.
it's all
Anywho,
on our share.
the chicken itself. We did not talk about the actual fried chicken. That's important. That's important
I
now.
will say this: the Raising Cane's chicken is not, the breading is not as thick. It's thinner. It's still crispy, but it's a lot less substantial. And I'm like 90% certain it's loaded with MSG. So I could be wrong on that. I don't know. I know MSG. I know what monosodium glutamate is. But in comparison to like KFC or Church's, it's a lot thinner. And I honestly think that was one of the things that appealed to me the most. It
Okay.
wasn't so thick. I
Okay.
like a lot of breading. I like the meat. I like the protein.
I don't mind the breading as long as it's not overpowering.
Sometimes it gets that way.
It
There's some
does.
places out there that are a
Oh, yeah.
little crazy. Chicken Express is a place we have here. I don't know how common it is outside of Texas because I am a secluded little redneck boy who never leaves the state. I went to New York once and I nearly died. It was amazing. Chicken Express is awful. It's fucking garbage, and that's because there's like 3 inches of fucking breading on each piece of chicken, and it's just like, ugh.
It's fucking horrible.
I hate it. You got to have that balance. You really do.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Again, one of the reasons I think I make damn good omelets is because I hate eggs. So I don't overdo it on the eggs,
Okay.
and I get a nice balance of all the ingredients.
I hate it. Therefore, I am great at it.
I've been told my omelets are damn good already before, so
I believe it.
there we go. Anywho, we have talked about chicken. We have talked about takeout. We have talked about burger joints, sandwich joints, Mexican joints. Is there anything we did not touch on at least?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's probably a lot of different places that are a little more obscure or regional that can fit into this. Actually, a really good example of that here, and again, given my complete and utter lack of, national exploration, I guess you could say. I don't know how common it is outside of this area, but there's a sushi place here called How Do You Roll?
I like it.
It's awful.
What?
It's really bad.
Oh,
But
that
it's like a
sucks.
custom-made sushi place, so the concept is really cool.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not.
Yeah.
But it is a fast food sushi joint.
Okay.
It is. So that's one.
Okay.
I'm trying to. think.
No Life Queen. No. MSG is. Oh dear God. You want to do this?
The only reason MSG would bug the shit out of your stomach is if you just had like a sodium problem. If you eat too much sodium, yeah, it's gonna fuck your stomach up. But monosodium glutamate is just like salt. It's salt with gluten in it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to it.
If you have a gluten issue, it might also not.
Absolutely. If you
No,
have
don't
a
do
slight
that, no.
gluten intolerance, or if you are you have celiac disease,
Yeah, that's not good.
you will indeed fuck your stomach up. But MSG is not the nightmare that people have made it out to be over the past years. So,
Yeah. It's just like any other chemical. If you don't take it in moderation, it's not good.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, if you have a salt issue, no Life Queen, absolutely. Absolutely.
Dan, they will probably do a barrel roll.
Who will?
How do you roll? I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Do a barrel roll.
Who said that?
Oh, it was Peppy. Peppy said do a barrel roll. It wasn't Slippy. Slippy has the high voice. Get your fucking Star Fox shit down, all right? Don't come at me with that bullshit. It's Fox, Peppy, Slippy.
I'm just gonna go
Oh,
hide in the corner and cry now.
Good. I'll wait.
Okay, enough of that. My goal was to make you spit your beverage.
Are you fucking crazy? Because I would never waste alcohol in that manner.
You would not commit alcohol abuse as such.
No. If you give me if I'm drinking like a shitty cheap beer, which by the way I have been trying very hard to cut back on, and I've been doing a good job. Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't have that problem.
Really.
I don't.
I got a lot of problems.
If anyone ever sees me drinking a shitty American beer of any sort, shoot me, because that's not me. An alien has abducted me and is using my body for sexual experiments.
I will eat ramen covered with American cheese if that means I can save up for a good IPA.
Yeah?
You can take that to the fucking bank.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, Dan? You would really like Adelbert's.
Really?
A lot of their beers are very high in hop content. They're very well crafted. I have personally seen their fucking establishment. They only sell like 12 to like the big ass fucking bottles, the pints. You know, they don't make like 6-packs or 12-packs or anything like that. They serve big ass bottles that have like a champagne setup, like it's a cork with the little metal, cage on the top. It's amazing.
Ooh.
And some of their beers are like 14%, so they're fucking good.
Rob's like ramen covered in PCP. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the PCPs are really all that matters in that instance.
Rob is a total redneck, if you didn't know.
I think I can understand the redneck concept, and I'm pretty sure I know more about being a redneck. I'm from the redneck capital of the world.
Fair point.
Well,
although
I don't know. There's a couple of states that beat Texas pretty handily.
Celestian would probably challenge you on that.
Yeah.
But she's driven a backhoe before, so...
Who hasn't?
I haven't.
You're not a redneck.
Have you driven a backhoe?
I've never been allowed to drive a backhoe. Anyone who has had access to a backhoe has known well enough not to let me drive it. I've done redneck things, though.
Okay.
I've hauled used furniture with a trailer.
I'm not here to question your rednecky.
I had an aunt who had a non-working TV with a working TV on top of it for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, I've spent many an hour in like a 1983 Mustang. Yeah, I'm definitely a redneck.
Okay.
I have planted a field with a 4-wheeler to attract deer. So, yeah. I am fully qualified to consider myself a redneck.
God damn it, Rob.
What does Rob say? The northern rednecks.
I try to drown them out with dubstep and Monster Cat.
Okay, see, that's awesome, though.
Rob is like a new age hipster redneck. It's really strange.
New age hipster?
I know.
What the fuck came out of your mouth right then?
Well, look at what he just said.
I don't care what he just said. That didn't make any sense. New age hipster redneck? What does that even mean?
Have you ever met him in person?
No.
It's really strange.
I don't recommend that to anyone. It's an odd experience. You won't walk away from that unscarred.
No, but it's a good scarring.
I made a Monster Cat dubstep mix the other day, and I have been jamming the shit out of that in my car. Which, by the way, I have the strangest situation with my car, which you are very familiar with. This is a piece of shit 2001 Hyundai Sonata. It's garbage. Matter of fact, I'm literally about to tape my sun visor up because it broke.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right?
Classy.
Isn't that amazing? But the most amazing thing about this car is that the stock speakers are absolutely phenomenal. They bump like you wouldn't believe. I have a trunk rattling set of fucking speakers in my car, and I don't understand it. It makes no sense whatsoever. But god damn it, I have that fucking dubstep CD in there. It's all Monster Cat. As a matter of fact, with the last release of Monster Cat 21, Pegmore Nerds did a track with a rapper. His name is like Ape Shit or something. Professor Ape Shit, I think, is his name.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually not even that good of a track. But there was a side CD they released with like 4 demos, or not even demos really, where other Monster Cat artists remixed it.
Sure.
And
Psycho's feeling you here.
Fucking phenomenal. Yeah,
Psycho's feeling you.
Okay, yeah. Right, Psycho, isn't that good? Wasn't 21 good? Like 21 was one of the best ones. 16, which by the way, 16 is the single greatest Monster Cat album ever, because I've got all of them. I've got 1 through 21, and 16 blows everything else out of the water. And I can think of so many different examples. Yeah, Mayor Apeshit, that track is not amazing in and of itself. Mayor Apeshit is not a good rapper as far as from that track I've heard. I've heard very limited, so I really shouldn't say anything about it. But yeah, I don't understand what it is. It's just like, damn, man, those fucking speakers in my car, I would just rumble. Like I can have it on like medium volume, and I'll be sitting in traffic like at a red light, and I'll have my dubstep up, and my fucking like rear view mirrors are rattling. And I'm just like, yeah, bitches, y'all probably hate me right now. I don't give a fuck. I am jamming right now. I got some pegboard nerds going. I got some fucking arrow chord going. I don't give a fuck what you think. So I'm literally considering, like, when I get my next car, just being like, you can have my car. I'm gonna take those speakers though. Can I keep those? Because those are really good. I don't know why. It makes no sense. It's just so good.
I'm not going to ask questions.
There's nothing to ask, I guess.
No.
That's fucking awesome.
Where were we? Where were we?
Miniman Lanny Lim Swim Wombly.
I forgot where we were.
I saw a gentleman from Numlock TV in the chat, and I immediately thought of Metalocalypse, which is an amazing show.
It is.
And one of my favorite things in that entire show is Mark Hamill's character, where he plays the the guy who introduces the doctors in the little tribunal or whatever.
Yep.
And he's got that's a kind of an inside joke in my office, and I have there's so many of them that are good.
Gentlemen, Dr. Ilfnid Penilton Dryden. Dr. Ralphus Galkensmelter. You're like a withering toad sitting on your lily pad. Dr. Galkensmelter, please behave yourself.
I've even made names up for some people I work with because they're so fucking good. There's a guy named Quentin I work with, and God, what did I come up with for him? It's like
Dr. Quinquestabim von Penilton
or something like that. It's just so good. They're all so fucking good.
Wow.
I love that character. It's my favorite.
Wow.
I absolutely love it.
Dr. Ralphus Galkensmelter.
That's the best. That's one of the best ones, honestly.
I haven't watched Metalocalypse in years.
Honestly, Metalocalypse is kind of what got me a girlfriend.
Is that safe?
It is. My girlfriend actually has a clockwork tattoo on her arm.
Really?
Oh, she also has a medley of like video game characters with like Frog and Mega Man and fucking the little creature from Lunar. Oh my god, this girl's amazing. But yeah, Metalocalypse is literally our first date. We watched Metalocalypse.
That's a pretty good first date.
It was so good.
Oh my god.
A year later, here we are. Shit.
Son of a bitch.
Dr. Lanny Lim Swim Wombly. Dr. Mildred Penilton Dryden.
Oh no, Rob's gas grill tank is gonzo.
What are you, fucking Hank Hill? Use charcoal like humans. All right? Don't fucking give me that This is propane accessories.
God damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. That boy ain't right. Well, fuck that shit. It's charcoal.
Someone's angry.
Someone is very opinionated about grilling, which will make next week's episode very good. Not only not only will I piss you off about my opinions on barbecue, I'll be wearing hipster glasses while you do it.
Don't make me get science out on you, motherfucker.
It's gonna be so good.
I will explain the chemical difference between grilling and barbecuing.
And then I will explain how flavor says fuck your science.
Oh my god.
Yes, your God helps too. Your God is in the barbecue.
God damn it, Bobby.
Well, one thing I will say about next week is that Texans don't use the scientific description of barbecue because we are uneducated largely. So, yes, there is probably a very obvious chemical difference between grilling and barbecue. But it don't make a difference because when a motherfucking Texas puts some shit on a grill, it's fucking barbecue. You understand me?
Oh my god.
Hear me?
Shoot me now.
You hear me?
Ah!
Okay, you know what? We probably would have had a civil conversation before, but now that I know what like pisses you off, I'm just gonna be talking about it the whole time.
You fucking douche.
Troll mode engaged.
You fucker. I hate it when people interchange those words. They're like, they're not the fucking same thing.
No, they're not. But you know what? I don't care. I'm still gonna have fun with it.
Okay, back. Let's get this car back on the road.
I'm pretty sure that car wrecked like 3 hours ago.
You get a little echo still, by the way.
Oh shit. I'm telling you, it's kind of hard to see from this angle. Like, I don't know, it's weird. By the way, I found out something very interesting.
Oh no.
I have no, it's not that. I have the baby version of the same mixer that Ezekiel the Third uses.
Yeah.
He uses the Alesis Multimix 4 FX, or the 8, and I use the 4. So I have the tiny version. I didn't know that, and I think it's really cool because that's my boy. But the way I have really poor vision in general, which is why I'm getting the hipster glasses. But my depth perception is also really bad, and as such, I have to like angle my mixer to actually see what fucking like effects setting I'm on. So yeah, the fact that I've been able to accurately do that thus far has been nothing short of a miracle. Anyway, back on track. What the fuck were you talking about?
Before we go back on track, we were talking about God damn it, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby.
So I have a tweet.
Whoa!
I have a tweet job. I want all of,
for what?
I have a tweet job you all want. I want everyone to do here. I'm gonna put a tweet message in chat right now. It's gonna be on delay for you, Bahamut, but it's gonna be soon here. I want all of you to tweet this out because Iron Jeff Bobby not feeling so hot tonight again. He's been having a lot of trouble with his health, stomach issues that are just no fun to deal with. I want y'all to tweet that out though for me. If y'all could just tweet that right now, just toss that in your Twitter.
Trust me, I can relate to having shitty stomach issues.
Yeah, he couldn't cast tonight. He gave us a host tonight. Just go over to your Twitter accounts really quick, guys. You could show him some love. I'd really appreciate it.
Already done. Yeah, I've had acid reflux disease for a long, long time.
Yeah,
that shit is a nightmare. Like if you don't stay medicated, you are in pain and quite literally in danger because you are eroding your esophagus.
Yeah, his issues unfortunately are pretty serious. So we're hoping that he's going to be able to pull out of them pretty soon. Couldn't cast tonight. So if you guys just do that, appreciate it.
Shit. Numlock is asking what my favorite coffee is. Token is coffee. Prepare for ultimate flavor. Oh my god. I love
you do that really well.
I guess. Brennan Small is like my hero.
Really?
Oh my god, he is the most amazing human being because he is not only an absolutely outstanding voice actor.
Yeah,
he does all the music for this band. I have seen them live. I got to see Death Clock play.
Damn,
he is a god. I fucking love him because he can go from "What are we gonna do on a hot day? Natty Papsicles" to Charles Oftenson, who talks like this for some reason. You still have that meeting now. Still. Now.
Wow.
Still. Now.
And then for some reason he can go to fucking Nathan Explosion right here. And then he goes to Square Cars.
Oh my god.
So guess what? You've always got the copies, miss.
I love it. He is so fucking amazing.
Oh.
Square Cars, Square Zelfs is awesomes.
We're getting so on track. So fast food. Fast food. Is there any kind of fast food we didn't really smack our heads into?
I was trying to think. We did burgers. We did chicken. Those are going to be the big, the heavy hitters. We did sandwiches. We did pizzas. We did even like Chinese.
A brief touch on. Now the strange part is normally I'm looking at time and like, oh god, it's already 8 o'clock.
We're like half an hour short because I think we started early though.
Well, we started on time.
What is that even?
I know, right? We started right on time, and it's like, time feels odd. What's going on here?
Oh, fish. Yeah, fish. Long John Silver's.
I'm not sure that's fish.
I don't know that legally qualifies as fish. I had a roommate who was a very devout Orthodox Christian. And I don't know if you know anything about Orthodox Christianity, but there are certain points of like the month where they can't have red meat.
Yeah.
So he actually ate at Long John Silver's quite regularly because, bless his heart, poor Travis had no ability to cook whatsoever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, not everybody's as lucky as you and I are, Dan. Not everybody has that flair.
Are we lucky?
We are. We are really fucking lucky. And if you don't think that's true, change your fucking mind.
Okay.
We are lucky as shit. I'm lucky. I'm the luckiest motherfucker alive as far as I'm concerned for so many reasons. But cooking is definitely one of the greater ones. And I remember very fondly in my college days when he was one of my 2 or 3 roommates. I've had 6 roommates up at once. That was fun. But there was always that little fucking yellow and blue box of leftover fucking disgusting Long John Silver's. Now, I have mentioned, I think it was on the last show, Catfish King.
Yes.
Catfish King. I'm going to look it up right now, actually, because I'm not entirely convinced that it's just the Texas thing. Yeah, davidbeards.com. Wow, this is the best website I've ever seen. It starts with a really terrible Flash video, which was made in 2001.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he does Catfish King, Catfish Village, which is amazing. It's a whole village of just catfish. And then David Beard's Catfish and Seafood. But that's another fast food chain that I'm familiar with.
If I could make a recommendation, if I could make one recommendation to everyone joining us tonight.
Words of wisdom.
Don't eat seafood in a fast food format, ever.
I'm fucking hesitant to eat seafood in any corporate, area.
Yeah?
If I go to, like, a Chili's, even a fucking Red Lobster, I don't want to eat their seafood.
No.
I do not. Like...
Don't trust corporate restaurants for the most part with those kinds of delicate things. Like, the only reason I trust them with chicken is because it has to be overcooked.
Yeah.
God damn it, Rob. Fuck you.
Yeah, right though? I mean, that's pretty much right there. Yamamori's Seafood. See, that sounds like it could be awesome, but there's nothing like that anywhere near me. Yeah. There's no fast food restaurant that would serve fish that I would trust.
I don't
sandwich from fucking McDonald's.
No, that's not even fish, and I'm not sure it's cooked.
We're not doing anything related to that nonsense. Pass on that all day.
It's just a bad idea.
Yeah. Agreed. But yeah, that probably was one of the only things we really didn't touch on.
Yeah.
There's, tons of little things here and there that are really like specific to regional,
Yeah.
areas, I guess.
And while we can talk in generalizations about restaurants and chains and what we know in our experiences, it's always important to keep in mind. This is a really awkward song to be playing right now.
I can't even hear the
Miracle of Sound song from BioShock. Talking about being under the sea.
Under the sea. Darling, it's wetter. It's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Fuck. So, one thing I was going to say, you always trust your own experiences. We can talk about our experiences and generalizations and whatnot, but always trust your own experiences. If you have a good experience with a specific restaurant and location, no matter what we say, trust your own palate. Trust your own experiences.
And like as a rule of thumb, do that with everything. Don't always listen to what other people say.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to live your life.
Like we can speak on certain things and talk about our experience, but always go out and understand and experience for yourself.
Your experience may vary.
Whoa, time out. What kind of time is that?
Who was getting timed out?
Oh, Lord of Smoke was making fun of Ireland, and Psychonauts sitting around here a little bit.
Nah, don't make fun of Ireland, because A, Ireland's fucking awesome, and B, there's Irish people here, and they are very proud and very irate.
Psychonauts' fingers slipped.
Oops! I didn't mean to do that.
Oh my goodness! So that's all I had for fast food, all things considered. I think if there's anything I missed.
Not that I know of. I think we covered enough as far as fast food is concerned. The basics being, some of it's good, most of it's bad. Avoid it if you can.
I wouldn't say avoid it if you can. I would say, as with anything, do it in moderation. Moderation is the key to everything. I
your point in that, but I would agree with it. I would stand by my first statement. Avoid it if you can, because fast food is not good for you. Regardless of how tasty it is loaded with preservatives and shortcuts in food making, and it is not good for you. And there's no reason why you couldn't make tastier food at home. So I stand by my statement of avoid it if you can. It's not good.
That's a fair point.
So why America is awfully fat, because all of our food is really bad for you and really easy to get and really cheap.
The issue is a lot of cheap calories. Yeah, and that's understandable. Again, moderation is key. Don't get too many calories at once, and you solve a few problems.
Magic LVX, do you take suggestions for online? Yes. We take suggestions for everything. Oh, yeah. We take any and all viewer interaction that you care to give.
Cooking outdoors in the hot and humid weather.
Baby, we're talking about grilling.
Yeah, next week, grilling. Next week. Oh, yeah. And we can talk about, I think when we're talking about that, we can touch on, maybe camping cooking too.
Ooh, I have a lot of fond stories with that because when I was in high school, I had a group of friends that I hung out with, which is surprising, right? DJ Muhammad had friends.
I'm your friend.
Self-deprecation is one of my favorite styles of humor. I can't help it. I love it. I love cracking shit at myself. But when I was in high school, there was a group of friends I had. We had a friend who had a house that was basically just surrounded by trees. So it was completely secluded.
Ooh.
And in front of this area, before we even saw his house, basically his immediate front yard was a gigantic just fucking camping area. It had a picnic table. It had like a fire pit. It was completely surrounded by trees. So there was no like cars driving by, none of that garbage. And there was probably, 5, 6 of us. We were like 17, 18, 16, whatever. I guess 14 through 18, I guess was the years, because we did it for 4 years straight. And we would just shoot the shit and camp. And I was the cook. I was the designated cook. I had the grill. I brought the grill. I brought the food. I cooked for everybody. So I have some extremely fond memories of outdoor cooking and grilling specifically.
Sure. For me, my outdoor cooking experience is limited to grilling, which I think every human being does at some point in time in their lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a timeless measure of
It's a
prepared
primordial kind of thing.
food. It is, and I have just set up a fire and skewered fish over a fire before. It's really good. If you have a chance to do it, fucking do it.
Oh yeah.
Skin it yourself, cook it over the fire yourself. That is a really good tasting meal.
Absolutely.
Because there's absolutely no need to try and get a preservative in there at any point in time, ever. Ever.
The fuck?
Rob is being...
Laugh the McShit out at you.
Rob is... I saw that image, I opened it, and I'm like... Rob, we're trying to have an adult conversation here.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Let's not even try to hide
Come
that.
on.
We're never having an adult conversation. We may try, but it doesn't ever, work.
Good point. Good point.
We're not adults here.
I don't think any of us are adults. If you're an adult and you're wearing pants right now, raise your hand.
I am not wearing pants at all.
It's too hot to wear pants right now.
I've never worn pants on this show.
It is too hot to wear pants right now.
Even Texas, it's always too hot to wear pants.
It's like 80, it's like 83 degrees here right now. It's fucking crazy.
It's actually about that temperature here. That's pretty
I don't
unusual.
function at this any hotter, and I'm like, no, show's over, guys. We're done.
I mean, that's
We're
pretty
done.
average for us. Like, I'm expecting a very hot summer this year.
No. You guys put your hands down. You put your hands down. Miyu, I know you're not an adult. No. You laugh at tiny nipples.
Who doesn't laugh at tiny nipples? Tiny nipples in the wine makes me happy.
So for next week, we're going to be talking about grilling and not barbecuing at all, ever.
Yes,
Oh.
that is going to be a very large part of our conversation.
If you want to talk about barbecuing as well, I'm fine with that, but you have to say they're not the same thing.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
Yes, because otherwise, you know what happens?
What's that?
You know what happens? Oh, people can't hear you anymore, and I get to talk over you all I want. Yeah. I see how that... I wonder what he's saying.
Star of the show.
Huh.
Right here.
Sure. And Miyu, exactly. That's why I didn't raise my hand to say I was an adult. No. We'll have that conversation next week. So, it'd be my turn for a recipe. I'm trying to think what I should do. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can episode 420 be about smoking? Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Episode 420 will be about smoking. We will definitely talk about mesquite smoking. We'll talk about applewood smoking. Talk about hickory smoking. I think that sounds like a really good idea.
I thought you were talking about weed.
God damn it. Give me some chance to be subtle here. At least give me a fucking chance, bro.
No, fuck you.
YOLO swag 420!
Oh my god.
You're a piece of shit. I don't like you anymore.
Son of a
I'm gonna
bitch.
drink away my pains.
I love this show. It just gets so ridiculously fucking
It's
interesting.
such a good show.
It's magical.
Why would anybody
It's
watch anything
magical.
else? Ugh.
So, I will have a recipe next week for you. I think it's going to be because we're doing grilling, a grilled veggie.
Yes.
Now, with grilled veggies, I'm not going to be talking about the actual ingredients that go into it as much as I'm talking about how you cut it and prepare it.
Oh, technique is so important with
It's so important.
grilling. Is integral. Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the I really hate to say it, but given the laws of grilling in apartment complexes, I've had very little opportunity to grill over the past few years, and it's made me really sad.
It's got to be depressing.
It's so depressing.
Yeah.
One of the last things I got to grill though was a really amazing kebab that had like fucking bell peppers and onions and serranos. It had bacon wrapped pork tenderloins, chicken bites. Oh my god, so good. Corn, little tiny corns in the cob. Oh man, I miss it so much.
Oh my god, yes.
So much.
So we're going to be talking about all of that next week. On the Line, folks, happens every I almost said every Sunday, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. regular time for everyone in the actual decent part of the United States. Did I say that out loud?
I don't know that there's any decent part of the United States at any given moment.
Hey, we're the Midwest. We're the real people.
Laura S'more wants us all to play Cards Against
Sunday. We're doing that Sunday.
There's a day for that.
Yeah, we did that last night, too, out of just on a whim. Let's not do that again. Because my tiny nipples would be involved, and we don't want that. No one wants that.
Nobody wants that.
No, but, well, there's some people in chat that want that, but we're not going to name names.
They're wrong. And awful people.
Are you saying my nipples are not attractive?
Yes.
Oh.
My nipples are not attractive.
I'm sad now. I'm depressed.
Now.
So next week we're going to be talking about grilling. I'm going to talk about grilled veggies. There we're going to talk about all forms of putting meat and or different other things on hot, steaming metal things.
We're going to talk about proper grill cleaning. We're going to talk about the differences between gas and charcoal. We're going to talk about proteins. We're going to talk about veggies. We're going to talk about sides. It is going to be awesome.
And especially, another big point, in my opinion, is temperature control. Because with both grilling and barbecuing, no matter what kind of method you're using, temperature control is so important.
Deckard Crane would never fuck a cantaloupe. What's wrong with you people? I don't understand why people are reading the chat.
What the fuck?
Why would anyone... You terrible to poor Deckard Crane.
The shit is wrong with you people?
That's your fucking chat, bro. I don't know what you do in your free time. Whatever's up to you.
Oh my god.
Deckard Crane would definitely... No, you know what? That's not true. I have fucked a cantaloupe before. It was not my proudest moment.
I thought that was walking, not walking to a chicken joint.
For a second, I thought you said walking. I can't do...
Christopher Walken?
I can't do a Christopher Walken impression unless it's Christopher Walken doing R2-D2. Babe. Boob. Babe. The fucking boob over here with the babe. And that in and of itself is a reference to a skit that occurred at Comic-Con 2012, I believe, where a lot of really amazing voice actors got together and did a script from Star Wars in their characters' voices.
Huh.
But babe, boob, fucking babe was...
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about.
My
Yeah.
God, that made me so happy. I nearly cried.
Yes,
Because
that was
I'm
great.
the biggest. I'm huge into voice acting, and to see my heroes up there doing that.
Have you ever... Okay, random question before we wrap up for the night. Do you know the Christopher Walken throughs on YouTube?
I guess not.
Okay, so it's this guy doing a Christopher Walken impression playing video games.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's good because they don't like do a full playthrough. It's just like
Right.
these highlight clips.
Go over here, you jump, and I don't understand.
It's great. So
I wish I could. God damn it! I wish I could do that fucking Christopher Walken.
normally, folks,
Nuts.
at the end of On the Line, I will take a short break and then we'll do a gameplay. I'm still trying to recover my voice and it's starting to get a little hoarse on me, so we're going to hold off. We're going to go ahead and close it out for that. I know it was a really short broadcast tonight, but it's always enough fun to get Bahamut on here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always a good night doing On the Line. Again, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're here because we lose our shit.
We do, and next week is gonna be
Next week is gonna be fucking
crazy
interesting.
from the first second to the very end. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great. I promise you.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Help us by tweeting out like whenever you see us. Like if you see the show is gonna be live, help us by tweeting out, by telling your friends. Don't go into people's chats and tell them, but tweet us out or tell people on Facebook. Get the word out because we want to bring people in. We want people to experience the fun and the food with us. That's
And we
what
want not only your suggestions, but your questions.
Yes.
And everything you want to know from us. Like, we do have, admittedly, this small reserve of knowledge between the two of us, but we do have a reserve of knowledge between the two of us that we want to share with you guys. So it's important that we get that out there.
This is a subject we are very passionate about, and we enjoy speaking on this subject.
Oh, yeah.
Very much so. This is fun. This is legitimately fun.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and close things out and give someone a raid for the night. I want to hear you all in chat. Now, how a Rob Dan Show raid works is I'm going to give you guys a link to a channel. We're going to another channel, and we're going to say, research is time for science, and then you all say,
science!
I got scienced.
You got science.
Oh, yeah, once again, folks, Rob is doing a noon Eastern stream tomorrow of Quake Live.
Oh, shit.
Quake Live.
Damn.
So everyone, I want to hear you in chat say, for science, just like that. never say for science. While I get set up here. Oh, my goodness. No, he's about to go off air. What's that?
Actually, Dan, are you okay with that?
Tiasu's on air?
Is he Psycho? Is Tiasu on? Because I would actually. I don't often make requests for rating.
I'm fine with that request and or suggestion.
That fucking Strian cunt is so awesome. I love him. He's just.
What's his username on Twitch?
I think it's just Tiasu.
There isn't an account by that name.
In that case, we are going to find the actual version.
He's previewing his new album.
Is he previewing? Because I know he's so close to finishing it. Yeah, let's.
Okay, that's it. That's his name.
Let's have sex with that guy.
Okay, yeah, we're raiding that.
Let's raid that guy.
No, we're raiding that motherfucker. Everyone,
Tiasu. That's right.
Taska Tiasu. Everyone, go over to that channel. Be ready to go. Be ready to go. Be ready to go. Oh my God, yes. He has his software open. He's having a beverage or two. He's finishing things up.
Oh, he's using a plebeian ass fucking program.
Oh, don't. I'm sorry. Are you criticizing here?
I am, because I'm jealous of how good he is.
Everyone go over to his channel. Get over there. We're going to go ahead and rate him. We're going to give him some support and love. We want him to know we want this album to happen.
Fuck.
Oh my God. Let's ever get over there. So when I say in the channel, research is time for science, you all say for science.
Science!
And we will make a good night of it and support the shit out of him. Bahamut, as I love to ask you, do you have any closing comments for this evening?
Oh, man. Not any that I couldn't reiterate. Just, if you like, fast food, eat fast food. But remember, that shit's bad for you and you'll die. Wise words.
There you go. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I have been Dan. That has been DJ Bahamut. We have been On the Line, episode number 12. Thank you for being here tonight. You've been watching it right here on The Rob and Dan Show.